Well, the Lakers have been on a tear without LeBron until they lost to the Rockets last night. The
Travesty.
impoverished Rockets.
Yeah.
But you still think that they're gonna carry him to the playoffs, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think they're gonna make the playoffs. Yeah.
All right, on TV, you said LeBron will be extraordinary when he comes back from what appears to be a hyperbaric chamber.
Yeah.
We're going to show a picture.
Yeah, LeBron put that on Instagram.
Yeah, okay. And then you said the Lakers are the most dangerous team in the West.
Yeah.
So my question is, did you lose your mind? Did you go into some type of hyperbolic chamber yourself?
Hyperbaric chamber? Oh, look at that. That's a cool picture. That's one of the reasons to watch on YouTube. So here's the deal. Last night's loss is a disaster.
Yeah.
And that is the cost of being overly cautious with Anthony Davis. I just want everyone to understand this. Had they won last night, first of all, they'd be 500 for the first time. They would be 500 for the first time all season.
Did the Pelicans win?
The Pelicans didn't play last night. But the Mavs did win.
Right.
And so right now the Lakers are 34-36. Which is the 10th seed. Had they won, they'd be tied for the 7th seed with Minnesota and Dallas, and they play Dallas tomorrow. The Warriors are 36-34, the 6th seed. So instead of being a game back of the Warriors, and they have the tiebreaker with the Warriors, they're 2 games back. And they lost to a Rockets team that is the worst team in the West. It's just a disaster for them. There's no way around it. And they don't lose if Anthony Davis plays. With that said, and here's the other thing that I'll say. They're like, oh, we want to be cautious with AD. The best thing you could give AD is a week off before the playoffs, which if you're not in the play-in, he gets. But if you are in the play-in, he's got to instantly play high-intensity, do-or-die games. So it's just a bad loss that they didn't have to have. With that said, I do think they're super dangerous. The way Anthony Davis is playing, LeBron earlier this year missed 2 weeks. Over the next 30 games after he missed 2 weeks, he averaged 32, 8, and 6 on 52% shooting. Okay? Him having a month off before the playoffs, you could see a brilliant version of LeBron, and the West is wide open. Phoenix should be the most dangerous team. But let me tell you what Phoenix has to be worried about right now. Right now, Phoenix is 37-32 in the 4 seed. They're not catching Memphis or Sacramento. They're 5 losses behind, right? So the 4 is the best they can do. They're 37-32. The Clippers are 37-33 at the 5 seed. So the circumstance of Durant coming back right before the playoffs and then instantly being thrown into a series with the Clippers and Kawhi guarding him, that's a recipe for disaster.
I mean, I guess it's not the playoffs, but LeBron did it, so KD could do the same thing. Came back, averaged 32, 8, and 6 or something.
No, that's true. No. That's absolutely true. The difference was LeBron wasn't coming back to a team he'd never played with.
True.
So I'm talking, you know what I mean? Like
what, 3 games or 2 maybe?
3 games with him. Like the lack of continuity, all of that. And so I think Durant will play really well. But that's a tough spot Phoenix is finding themselves in. That's why I said the Lakers are the most dangerous. Dallas is falling apart. Denver's lost 4 in a row. Memphis, now we do know Ja is coming back, but we'll see how that goes. Sacramento has no experience. The Clippers are scary, but Kawhi's a huge health concern, and Russ can screw anything up. The Warriors can't win on the road. Like,
everything's lining up.
Everything's lining. Man, I told you, 50-1.
It's the same thing as the Buccaneers' path to the Super Bowl that you're explaining.
Except LeBron's not playing poorly like Brady was.
Right.
And Anthony Davis is playing great. So I still believe the Lakers are super dangerous, but last night's loss was an abomination. They could have been 500, giving themselves a little breathing room. So now they're in this spot. Like, let's just be very clear here. They're 34-36. They have 12 games left. To ensure they make the playoffs, they need to go 7-5. They go 7-5. They finish 41-41. that will ensure they're at least in the play-in, in my opinion. To ensure they don't have to be in the play-in, I think they have to go 9-3. So what their schedule is the rest of the way, they play the Mavs on Friday. Anthony Davis will play. Let's see what Luka and Kyrie's status is. That's a must-win. They play the Magic. That's a must-win. They then play the Suns. No Durant. They then play the Thunder, the Bulls in back-to-back games, the Timberwolves 2 weeks from Friday, which becomes a de facto playoff game potentially because the Timberwolves right now are 1 game up on them. And then they finish the year. They get the Rockets again, and then a very tough Final Four. Jazz, Clippers, Suns, Jazz. The other question for them will be, are the Jazz at that point still trying to make the playoffs, or are the Jazz at that point trying to improve their draft position? That's going to be a noteworthy thing.
Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show, and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.